Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And today we are out in East Bakersfield touring this fully renovated home. It is on 3 bed, 2 baths on a little over 1,400 square feet. Now today we're going to be walking this property, touring it. At the end we will step out like always and let you come in and take a tour. But let's break down this property and let's talk about fully renovated homes by investors and things to look at when you are looking at fully renovated homes. Because sometimes, as you can see behind me, this home has been fully renovated, right? And it looks like it is brand new, but like this home was built in the 50s, so inside may look new, but on the outside, plumbing and things like that, they could be original. So it's things you need to consider when purchasing a property. So let's give you a tour of the property. Now, as soon as you walk in, you have this big, beautiful, open living space. Now, no AC or swamp on this property, but you are going to have the mini splits in every room. Now, I can tell you, I love these mini splits a lot better than the window units that you see sometimes. These actually cool the house really, really well. And you can get these fairly cheap. So let's say you even have a property of your own which doesn't have AC or a swamp cooler and you're thinking about what I should buy. Well, you can get these at Home Depot and Lowe's. Depending on the size, you can get these around $300-400. Now, price can vary, right, depending on size, but these are great alternatives for an AC unit. I actually like these. They cool really, really well. So this home, like I said, doesn't have AC, and you really can't see behind me, or maybe you can a little bit, but you can see in the ceilings, there's no vents, so there's no ducting in this house. So if you wanted to add AC, well, then you're gonna have somebody come out and run all the ducting through the property because, as you can see behind me, this one doesn't have it, or else they probably would have put AC in the property because we usually see that quite a bit on flips. But open living concept, as you can see behind me, and then off to the side right here, as off the front door is right here. And then right off the living room, we have our first guest bedroom. Now, not the biggest bedroom in the world, good size guest bedroom. This is where you're gonna put your least favorite kid because it's the smaller of the guest bedrooms. As you can see behind me, we also have another mini split. You can see this one is quite a bit smaller than the other one, but I've ran these units. They work really, really well, especially in this property. That's gonna cool this room down really nicely. Plus you have the ceiling fans also. Now, just you have the slider door, closet, nothing too fancy. They've also redone new paint. You have the vinyl flooring in here. So like we talked about, the home has been fully renovated. New windows, new energy efficient windows, which is always a plus. So let's take a look at this second guest bedroom, which is also right off the living room. So let's take a look at this one. Now, your first favorite kid, this is going to be their bedroom because this is the bigger of the guest bedrooms. Really good sized room. You should be able to fit a queen bed in this room and still have a little room for a dresser and stuff like that. And then let's take a look. Let's bring you over here. You also have the closet right behind me with the sliding doors, so no walk-in or anything in this. Even the master, when we take you over to the master, you can see no walk-in closet there. They all have sliders. And then once again, you can see the mini split right behind me with the energy efficient windows. Now let's get you into this kitchen. Now, really big kitchen area. You're gonna have your dining area right behind me. Love the little bar right here. You could probably fit one or two bar stools here. Only thing, it may be a little bit tight and narrow through this hallway if you had the bar stools there, but I do love this little addition. And then right behind me, we do have your dining area. Let's take a look right here. So you have the dining area right here. You would be able to fit a really good size table in this area. And then cool thing, if you didn't want to put the bar stools on that other side, let's move you around over here. You have the option, you can also put bar stools right here. Or, I mean, if you don't want a table and you just want to use this maybe for an office area, maybe you're a smaller family, maybe husband, wife, just the spouses, 2 bar stools right here, eat off this. You don't need the dining room table right there. So, and you'd have this big area right here to convert it to whatever you wanted. And right behind me, let's show you again, you have the mini split right there. Now, one cool thing about this house and this kitchen area is you have this really good chef's pantry. Let's show you this. Really good sized pantry in here. So you're going to be able to put a lot of snacky snacks, as my wife would call them, in this area. So really love the addition of this pantry. It's not just a small little door. It's a really deep pantry. So I think it's a cool little feature uh, in this house. Now they've went with the quartz countertops. As everybody's going quartz, just cheaper option. Over granite is what we're seeing. And then the white cabinets. So all new cabinets, all new granite countertops in this. Then you also have the stainless steel appliances. And then you have your gas stove. And then you have like your farmer sink right there. Now let's see if we can take you out here because they've kind of converted this. Only thing about this house is it does not have a big backyard. All your yard is in the front of this property. But let's take a look. So you still do have, which they've enclosed this into a little patio. So even though you don't have a big yard out here, you do have this little patio area. Your water heater, your washer dryer is going to come out here. So still a little nice area, and it's secluded. So like you can see behind me, a little porch, and then you have the brick wall right behind you, so you don't have your neighbors looking in. And then right behind me, you have a little spot. Let's take you over there so you can look. It's no grass. Everything's in gravel in the front, so you can just use this to store some things. I don't know what you would store right here. Maybe you have bikes or something for the kids. Everything can come out back. But all in all, cool little area. I don't mind it. So like I said, let me take a look. Water heater, washer dryer is going to be out here. So cool little area just to hang out. Put some chairs and stuff out there. Get your coffee, go out there in the morning and just hang out. So now let's take you to this guest bathroom. Only thing I will say about this guest bathroom, it is a little tight. So let's take a look at this. Let me know what you think in the comments. So super tight with this guest bathroom. Toilet, you have your sink, and then let's bring you in a little bit. You do have the shower and tub combo. Let's take a look down here. Let's get down here so you can look. Shower and tub combo in your guest bathroom, but super tight to get in here. Let's bring you out a little bit so you can see a little better. It is super, super tight to get in here. But if you wanted a sink in here and you wanted the shower, which when the investors did it, they wanted to put the shower in here, there was not a lot of room to work with. So that's what you got in this one. Now, let's take you over to the master, which is right off the kitchen. We walked right by it when we came into the kitchen. Now, good sized master bedroom here. Let's take a look at this. So good sized master bedroom. Same thing. You have the bigger mini split in this one. And as you can see, you can fit king, queen. You can fit a bunk bed. You can fit quite a bit of beds in this property in this bedroom. So, and then you have all this space behind me. Now, no walk-in closet like we talked about. You just have the sliding doors. So not a lot of closet space in this master bedroom. So if there's somebody who needs closet space, you don't got it in this one. You're gonna have to use one of the guest bedrooms because you don't have it. Or, I mean, if you wanted to convert this, I mean, one thing you could do is close this wall off right here and then make this whole thing a walk-in closet, because even if you did that, as you can see behind me, if you wanted the closet, right, you still have all this space right behind me for your bedroom. You can still fit your queen mattress in there, king mattress, cow king, whatever, and you'd still have a lot of space if you wanted to convert this back area right here into a full walk-in closet, because not a lot of closet space like we talked about on this one. But all in all, really good size master bedroom. Now, master bath, let's take a look. Good size master bath for the space they have right here. Now you have no tub in this one, but you have the shower, the tile finishes in here. You have your single sink vanity in there. Let's get these lights on for you. So really good size master bathroom. Seeing a lot of that tile now. I like that look right there. So, but just no shower. So, or I'm sorry, bath. So if you're someone who takes a bath, you're gonna have to go squeeze in over there on your guest bathroom. But All in all, good size home. Now, we are going to step out, but let's talk about, you know, purchasing a property that's been fully renovated. Now, the good thing about properties that are fully renovated, a lot of times they update the windows, right? So that's one less thing you're gonna have to do. The cheap ones that I've seen is when they'll redo the homes and then they'll leave the single pane windows and it just looks bad. Now, the house may look super nice on the inside, but you're gonna have to change those windows out eventually. A lot of times you're gonna get a new roof also when you do a home that's been renovated by investors, and a lot of times they will put an AC unit on. So that's the good thing. Now the things that are hidden, sometimes you can't see in the attic. So insulation, you don't know if the plumbing has been changed out. So those are some of the bad. You're also going to have an older electrical, right? Unless they've changed that out. So a lot of times we don't see them change out plumbing. The electrical, sometimes the electrical blocks and everything hasn't been updated. You don't get the new GFCIs in all the properties. So just one reason, even if you buy a home that has been fully renovated, even if you buy a home that is a new construction, always, 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 always pay for your home inspection. Now your home inspection is going to run you between $400 and $500 depending on the size of the property. Now if you're buying a 3,000, 4,000 square foot home, well then it's going to run a little bit more. If you buy something with a pool, it's probably going to add another $100 to $150 to check out the pool equipment on top of that $400 for your home inspection, but always do a home inspection. On top of that, do your termite inspection out here in Kern County in Bakersfield, where I'm located. Your termite, it's going to run between $35 to $75, somewhere within that price point. So on average, just on a regular basic home like this, for inspections, you're looking between, $400 to $600. Now, that is just an extra expense on top of your down payment and closing costs. So if you were to back out, you're not getting the money back for your home inspection, but I always recommend it. I'd rather you lose $400 on a home inspection than to get into a house. Let's say we're getting ready to go into winter. So just an example. You get into a house, you don't have a home inspection. The first rain of the season comes and you find out you have a leak now. Now that's on you. A new roof on something like this, probably gonna be between $13,000 to $15,000. I'd rather you lose the $400 and back out of the home than buy this home without a home inspection. And then 3 to 6 months later, it starts raining. You find out you have a leak. It can't be roof certified. You have to do a new roof. Now, instead of losing just $400, now you're out $13,000 to $15,000 on a new roof. So always pay for your home inspection. Even if you go new construction, we are getting ready to close 2 new constructions, and both of my clients are having a home inspection done on their new construction. So if you're buying new construction, and if you're in a different state, you're not in California, out here in California, you can have a home inspection on a new construction. Usually the way they do it is they're going to reach out to the home inspector, which you get to choose. They usually schedule it the day of your final walkthrough. So right before your final walkthrough, the home inspector usually does their home inspection. Then you're able to talk to him before you go into the final walkthrough with the builder. So when you do that final walkthrough with the builder, you kind of know what the home inspector found. Then you can ask the builder to do those repairs that the home inspector found. So that home inspection on a new construction is usually a little bit cheaper. I've seen it about $300, $350. So usually a little bit cheaper than a home inspection on a resale home. So I always recommend getting a home inspection from a third party on a new construction also, but not something you have to do. So depending where you're at, like we talked about, if you're in a different state, guidelines may be different in a different state, but here in California, in Bakersfield, Kern County, you can have a home inspection done on a new construction. So if you feel like setting up a free consultation, maybe you're thinking about buying or selling, relocating, we do all that. You can feel free to reach out. We can set up a phone appointment. We can do it in-person consultation, or we can do it via Zoom, FaceTime. We can make it work on your schedule and whatever is more convenient to you. So we're going to step outside. We're going to let you do the full walkthrough, and until next time.